As you know, Toridey Media, we've been talking about African musicians, African people, and African artists, those who make Africa a great continent. Now, today we are moving on to the youngest of the African states, that is South Sudan. South Sudan achieved independence in 2011, that is in July. Now, it achieved independence from Sudan. It has seen the phases of civil unrest as well as coup d'etats. In the face of all this unrest, we find Chris Mun. Now, Chris Mun is a South Sudanese musician. He is a multi-talented singer and songwriter hailing from Juba. Now, where is his place of birth and when was Chris born? Stick around to Toridey Media for thrilling encounters about our African people. Chris Mun was born on 16th June 1991 in Yei, southwestern South Sudan. Chris Mun's birth name remains to be Munir David Andu, and he is known as the African Guy. He's graced the musical scene as a singer-songwriter, dominating the genres of zouk, Afro dance, as well as R&B or soul music. Now stick around to Toridey Media as we tell the story of this young artist from South Sudan. This is the story of an African artist that began his musical career in Catholic choir. 12 years old, 2003, Chris Mun was already rocking the instruments in the Catholic Church. This led to a growth of his talent, and Chris became a musician. In 2014, that is 3 years after South Sudan achieved its independence, Chris Mun was already rocking the musical scenes with a song called Friendship. A year later, Chris Mun was involved in South Sudan Talent Search. This was a way of elevating his musical prowess to another level. In 2015, he began his professional career with the first professional song, that is BMW, Be My Wife. Another song known as Come Over featuring Song D was the song that catapulted Chris Mun to stardom. Now, this song gained airplays across Sudan and South Sudan, with the song hitting #1 charts in various playlists and radio stations as well as TV. This is the story of someone who gave it a fresh beginning after his country achieved independence from the main country of Sudan. Now, with a population of 12 million citizens, South Sudan is a country that is embroiled and filled with artists of all sorts. Chris Mun is among the best, having won Best R&B Artist of the Year according to the South Sudan Music Awards. Now, he's won other awards too, including SSTYA, SSUSA, and SSMA, that is South Sudan Music Awards. Despite the level of civil war, political unrest in the face of coup d'etats, Chris Mun is an artist that brings joy to the faces of Africans with his style that is distinct and his musical taste that is rich. Now, South Sudan boasts Chris Mun alongside other great musicians. Now, check out South Sudan's Chris Mun to learn more about him, learn more about his music, and listen to his music. Chris Mun is like a flower that grew in a crack. Here at Toridey Media, we talk about our African stars, so be sure to like, comment, and share what intrigues you about our African people, including Chris Mun. Go to YouTube to check all about Chris Mun's music because he is a star to watch. This has been our time at Toridey Media. My name is Victor.